Hello Puan, my name is Munesh Rao and my metric number is TDEM22F1004.
And my name is Somsundar Ma'am. My metric number is DEM F1003.
And my name is Nandikaranolaki Kanagaran and my metric number is F1023.
So there are two types of AC converters. First is inverter and second is a cycloconverter.
What is an inverter? An inverter is an electronic device or circuit that convert direct current that's called DC electronic into alternate current AC electricity. Used in various applications where AC power is required but the power source is DC. Example, solar power system, untouchable power supplies, UPS, electronic devices, and some industry equipment.
And for the single phase half bridge rectifier, define the single phase half bridge rectifier. A single phase half bridge rectifier is an electronic circuit used to convert alternating current AC into direct current DC. And for the key components, it is transformer, diode, and load.
Briefly explain the circuit diagram of single phase half bridge rectifier. During the positive half cycle of an AC input voltage, diode D1 conducts, allowing current to flow through the load in one direction. During the negative half cycle, diode 2 conducts, allowing current to flow through the load in the opposite direction. This process results in a pulsating DC output across the load.
Explain the flow of single phase half bridge rectifier. Input AC voltage. The alternate current AC voltage is supplied to the rectifier circuit from a main power source. Second, transformer. If necessary, the input AC voltage may be passed through a transformer to step it down to a suitable level for the rectifier process. Third, diodes. The rectifier current consists of two diodes arranged in a half bridge connection. During each half cycle of the AC input voltage, one diode conduct while the other is reverse and block current flow in the opposite direction. Load. The load, which called be a device or equipment, is connected across the output of the rectifier current, which consumes the rectifier DC power. Fifth, rectifier output. During the positive half cycle of the AC input voltage, one diode conduct, allowing current to flow through the load in one direction. Fifth, filtering. To smooth out the DC output and obtain a more constant DC voltage, a filter capacitor may be connected across the load.
Briefly explain the principal operation of a single phase half bridge rectifier. AC input. The rectifier circuit receives an alternating current AC input from a mains power supply. Transformer. If needed, the AC input voltage may be passed through a transformer to adjust its voltage level. Diodes. Diode 1 and diode 2. The rectifier circuit consists of two semiconductor diodes arranged in a half bridge configuration during each half cycle and the AC input voltage. Positive half cycle. Diode D1 conducts, allowing current to flow through the load in one direction, while diode 2 remains reverse biased and blocks current flow. Load. The load, typically a device or equipment requiring DC power, is connected across the output of the rectifier circuit. Rectifier output. The alternating current is thus rectified into an unidirectional pulsating direct current DC output across the load. Filtering. To smooth out the pulsating DC output of reduced ripple voltage, a filter capacitor may be connected across the load. Thank you.
For the cycloconverter, a cycloconverter is a type of power electronic device used to converting alternating current AC, one of the frequency to alternating current of a direct frequency, typically without an intermediate direct current DC stage. Single phase to single phase cycloconverter. Single phase to single phase cycloconverter provide an efficient and direct method of frequency conversion for single phase AC systems, offering advantage in certain applications where traditional frequency converters may be not be suitable or efficient.
Input side, output side, load, filtering. Input side. The input side of the cycloconverter typically consists of a single phase AC power source represented by a sinusoidal waveform. Control circuitry. The control circuitry governs the firing sequence of the switching elements. It ensures the cycloconverter operates in the desired frequency conversion mode, controlling the output frequency. Next, output side. The output side of the cycloconverter delivers the converted AC power. The output frequency may be adjusted as desired depending on the application requirements. Load. The load represents the device or equipment connected to the output of the cycloconverter. It consumes the converted AC power at the desired frequency. Last and final, filtering, which is optional. In some cases, filtering components such as capacitors or inductors may be employed to smooth out the output waveform and reduce harmonics.
Okay, for the single phase to single phase cycloconverter, they got input AC power, switching elements, control circuitry, conversion process, output AC power, and load. For the input AC power, the cycloconverter receives single phase AC power as input. And for the switching element, the cycloconverter employs semiconductor switching devices such as thyristors or power transistor. And for the control circuitry, the control circuitry governs the firing sequence of the switching elements. It determines when the switching elements are turned on or off to achieve the desired frequency conversion. For the conversion process, the switching elements selectively modify the input AC waveform to synthesize the desired output frequency. And for the output AC power, the output side of the cycloconverter delivers the converted AC power. The output waveform has a different frequency compared to the input waveform as determined by the control circuitry and the switching action of the semiconductor devices. And for the last of the load, the converted AC power is connected to a load which represents the device of the equipment that consumes the electrical energy. The load may be a motor, heater, lighting system, or any other electrical device requiring AC power at the desired frequency.
The principal operation of single phase to single phase cycloconverter: input AC power, switching elements, control security and conversion process, output AC power, and finally load. Input AC power: the cycloconverter receives a single phase AC power as an input from a main power supply or AC generator. Switching elements: semiconductor switching devices such as or power transmitter are used in the cycloconverter circuit. This element control the flow of the current and voltage. Control security. The control security determine the firing sequence of the switching elements. Conversing process: the switching element modify the input AC waveform to the desired output frequency. Output AC power: the converter AC power is produced at the output side of the cycloconverter. Load: the converter AC power is connected to a load which represents the device of equipment consuming electrical energy.
Thank you, Puan.